seeing Tampa again with injuries, and I thought Baker Mayfield pull off the 2 consecutive plays that were like, blow your head off on weight. On 3rd and 16, he's going to put his shoulder down, and he's going to run over 2 defensive backs because he needs 16 or whatever it was 3rd and 15, and he needs 16, and he's going to get stopped 3 yards short the way every other quarterback would in the league, except, wait, Baker's really going to do that with his will? It ain't even going to be about his body because he's too small. We know he's too small. And then no receivers left for him to throw to. No receiver. Everybody's hurt for him. No receivers. And you're playing the team. Everybody's hurt for them, but they win in this spot when everyone's hurt for them. Fred Warner's gone now too. But you go right after that, you put Tampa and spin it on your finger, the entire city, because you're such a gunslinger that after that play, you're going straight to the end zone with whatever receivers you got, and you get the touchdown. It's like the opposite of everything the Dolphins are.
And that's why DraftKings' latest NFL MVP odds have Baker Mayfield third, number 3, and rising.
That game was so much fun, and I feel bad for the 49ers.
That's brutal. There's no coming back from that one to Fred Warner. For me, that was like the main takeaway is this incarnation of the Niners. I'm not going to say their window is up because they have a head coach that has found ways, but this incarnation of the 49ers, that might have been the window shutting.
But
yesterday.
Just what it takes, right? Like, I mean, so
it was a gruesome injury too. I was really looking forward to watching Fred Warner versus Baker Mayfield.
And he always plays. Like,
yeah,
he's not the one that's ever hurt. It's everybody else. It's never him. And now Debo's questionable tonight. Like, what that sport does and what it's taken in that sport to go from Garoppolo to Mac Jones to how are we going to figure out how to do this, because we got Trent Williams. And we had Kittle. We don't have him anymore. We can make it with Purdy. He's the last pick in the draft. We can make it with Mac Jones regardless. Anything. You don't need to make this about injuries. On 3rd and 15, Baker wasn't going to be stopped by any people who make tackles in that league because that's the story around him now. And then he goes to the end zone on the next play, and he doesn't have his Hall of Famers. Like, he's not throwing to Mike Evans.
Baker Mayfield was missing wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, right tackle 1, right guard number 1. His team was somehow more beat up. RB1. His team was somehow more beat up than San Francisco.
Ted Johnson only gets in the position to get that opportunity because everyone else is hurt.
The quote from Jim Nantz as he was calling that incredible rushing play by Baker Mayfield was, "He doesn't have a chance." Oh, yes, he does. It happened just like that. He doesn't have a chance. Oh, yes, he does.
If I told you 2.5 years ago, would you rather have Tua or Baker?
We were doing that conversation. Everybody answered Tua.
And now,
but no, the other conversation that's funny about that, though, this is what's funny about that one, right, Tony? Because Justin Herbert made the play that Tua can't make because Justin Herbert in that spot is of the size that makes you doubt Tua, but not Herbert.
So did Drake May, by the way. We can name like 15 quarterbacks that made the play you needed to make.
Yeah, well, Baker's closer to Tua than he is to Herbert in terms of stature. Not heart. Not guts, not guile, not dog, not balls, nothing.
Well,
not C and B's, pal.
Literally nothing.
Not the C and B's.
See, wait a minute. Like, the part that's not fair about this is that only one of them has been racked by brain injuries. I'm not going to question Tua's toughness.
C and B's, though, Dan.
C and B's, though.
I'm not gonna,
cock and balls.
I'm not going to question Tua's toughness, but what I will say is I have never been the person, I do not do this, where I say, yeah, Baker was going to make that first down against everybody. Because I mean, the mythology of sports is silly. Like, we do this after we get the result every time. But to have those 2 plays back-to-back to beat that team, which has been the champion in that sport. Like, it's been champion good. It hasn't quite won the championship. But that team's the standard for you overcome in that sport. Like, look what happened to Baltimore when they can't overcome. Like, that team overcomes. And you slayed them in your house, and you slayed them in, like, the best and most emotional way. The kids who are at that game will remember those 2 plays in adulthood.
And he does that every week.
Yeah.
Like, Baker Mayfield is making generational fandom for those in attendance week after week.
Yeah, he's become a folk hero in Tampa.
He's a dog.
Yeah. I mean,
not just at Tampa. Baker Mayfield, week after week, is doing something that sticks out on your NFL Sunday. Everyone's come around on this guy. Everybody
but-
loves this guy. Everyone that style of play resonates. They know he's not the tallest. All right, he's not genetically blessed, and he is throwing the ball better, damn near better than anyone in the league right now. He is just a dog.
The thing though that does, I'm not going to go after Tua for toughness, but when I give you the stat of the Dolphins are broken, their quarterback can't beat the good teams. Baker did that at the Seattle team I was just talking about. That Seattle team has won 9 straight on the road. That Seattle team is rugged.
Mm-hmm. And Sam Darnold's pretty good, too.
And it was slinging. They were slinging it back and forth, and Baker took it from him at the end. And this is how the league's stories at that position get rewritten as the quarterbacks get old and go to the booth. Brady and Romo and Aikman, and all of them are in the booth now. But they're telling the stories of the kids, right? And this is how the league gets taken over when you're watching all the games on Sunday, and then you're like, wait a minute. Oh, I've got to pay attention to just Baker now. Everybody get out of the way. Is Baker going to do this in the last 2 minutes? Is Baker going to Baker? Like, this is how you get rid of, nobody's thinking about Ben Roethlisberger anymore. Like, Aaron Rodgers will hold on to the end, but it's in these stories now they have to be in the playoffs for someone like Lamar Jackson. But it is kind of amazing to see that Tua can't beat the good teams, and Baker has climbed out of the sewer to beat the good teams because his career was finished.
Fulfilling promise. It's weird that this is happening with a number 1 overall draft pick, but yeah, that's what happens when you're running scout for the Carolina Panthers as a D end. Remember the NFL 100 commercial? It ends with Baker sitting at a table next to Tom Brady, and Baker was coming off a really good rookie season, and everyone's like, yeah, this makes sense. One day this guy will be a face of the league. Well, he's a face of the league now. He's up there. He's one of the faces that represent this league. No one could have accounted for the twists and turns that story took.
And part of it is just the swashbuckling style and the idea that he will take a tackle. He's not going to slide all the time. And he's so small to be a swashbuckler. You know, you expect that style from Josh Allen, who's as big as a linebacker, but Baker Mayfield doing it as a small guy, very impressive.
I love swashbuckling.
Yeah.
He does honestly seem like a Buccaneer. Like, he seems like he would kill it at Gasparilla.
Yeah.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Does Baker Mayfield look like he would kill it at Gasparilla?
Like, Carolina was not a fit for him.
No.
L.A. also, I don't think was really like vibe.
Tampa
for him.
fits.
Tampa, he's a Tampa guy.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
The part about it that to me is the coolest, because we can make up these stories about anybody if we want to believe in the mythology. The part that's the coolest is show me all the other guys in the league as you're watching Justin Fields and what the Jets are. Show me all the other guys in the league. Even as I'm arguing with Nick Wright and the rest of you about what Patrick Mahomes looks like when he doesn't have the right receivers. It's not just that Baker Mayfield is winning. It's he doesn't get the cheat code of Mike Evans is always open. Like, the receivers he won that game with are not, those are guys that you're not throwing to on Sundays. You can't have all your receivers out. What do you think that would look like if I took – what do you imagine the Dolphin offense would look like if I just took out Waddle, Washington, and Hill?